Hey, what's happening? It's King Dave, Beatclass.com. And to those who are new here, we just vibe and hang out. I'm a musician. I own a few companies, and I've been writing music for a long time. And I'd like to invite you into my world. I'm writing music right now, some for pleasure, some for business, some for films, some for TV, and some just because I like it. So this particular song is a track that I did a year ago. It's called HCB, and that stands for Hardcore Bitch. I think most people have encountered one or two of those, and I'm gonna play it for you. Here it is. She was a hardcore bitch, and she knew it. And her mouth was like a gun, so she blew it. She had her colors on, repping her set. Eyes twisted while she's rolling her neck. She gon' catch a body tonight if you get caught in her side. And she won't miss, hit your heart when she get pissed. Everybody know that she that bitch, don't mess around with it. Yeah. Girl was like the Bloods and the Crips, angels and devils, all in one. Ooh, yeah. She was. All right, so that segment right there is the area that I'm working on right now. And what I'm trying to do is get really tight background vocals. Now, the track when I first did it, it was pretty good. If you listen to it, you would. I'm sure you'd think it sounded pretty good, and I thought it sounded pretty good also. But I needed to really maximize the quality of it, and that's kind of where I'm in that phase, and really putting out high quality work, so this way our clients are satisfied. More than that, I'm satisfied with the work, and so I invite you to that level of integrity. By the way, make sure that you subscribe, right? So you can kind of learn some things that it took me years to learn. You could learn it in minutes, which would be really good for you. Right now I'm getting my screen identified. I'm working on the Slate Raven, so I have the ability to kind of use my fingers to control my screen and zoom in on things. And so this is the area here that we are working on. And just that little segment, here's what it sounds like. And she knew it. Just that. Working on that. I worked on that for probably half an hour. So when I hear people talking about it, this song in 20 minutes. Yeah, you did. You really did. Here's what I'm trying to illustrate here. Getting the timing, if you look at the screen, getting the timing right is going to be super important, depending on the genre of music that you're working in. Some genres you can be a little bit more loose with your background vocals. I know that country music, R&B music, they have that in common. Their vocals, their harmonies are really tight. How many background harmonies do you think you should use on each track? How many do you use currently on your tracks? Go ahead, I'll wait. Really? Well, let me suggest that by a rule of thumb, I try to use 4 background tracks per note. So if I'm singing 3-part harmony, it will be 12 stack. If I'm singing 4-part harmony, it will be 16 track. And you get the picture, right? So this here is 12 stack because it's 3-part harmony. And you'll see that I have groups of 4, and that just makes for a fuller background presence. And then what you do is you group them, send all of them out the same bus, right? This way you can affect them in a group, and you can affect them against the lead vocals, against the music, and you can really control the system. Then what you want to do is, as a group, bring all the volumes down. If you look at the mixer here, you can see that the volumes for that group are really low. They're down at negative 617, so some odd dB. And what that does is it gives that lead vocal a time to shine. So watch what happens when we play the lead vocal against. I love this Slate Raven too, by the way. I don't use it all the time because it's really good at the mixing phase, maybe not as good during the recording phase. She was a hardcore bitch, and she knew it. And her mouth was like a gun, so she blew it. All right, I'm gonna play it again so you can watch the mixer and see what's happening in the mixer itself. You are the hardcore bitch. You know, everybody can relate to that. Here we go.
She was a hardcore bitch and she knew it. And her mouth was like a gun, so she blew it.
Now, I still have harmonies to do on the gun, so she blew it. I also have plans to put some really serious harmonies all throughout this verse that are really going to be amazing. Some cascading harmonies, some that go down while they go up, and just try to infuse as much creativity in your backgrounds as you can. Take your time to record them patiently. If you're out of tune, do it again till you can get as closely in tune as possible. There's no two notes that's sung from the human body that will be perfectly in tune together, unless you have perfect pitch. But I think that might sound a little weird if every single note were the same. So you that difference is what gives it that character, yeah? But just don't go too far. If it goes too far, then it's going to be dissonant. It's going to be out of tune. All right, so that's really what I wanted to focus on, is just how to do background vocal stacks. Remember, I don't use FL Studio anymore as a production center, but it's certainly a tool in the production toolbox. And so if you're using FL Studio, try to see if you can import some of these ideas into what you're using or what you're doing so that you can get some of the same outcomes. If you're using Pro Tools, Reason, Logic, whatever, you can use all of these kind of lessons, right? All right, so that is all I got for now. I'm going to play the track and see you later. My love.
She was a hardcore bitch and she knew it.
Oh, did you subscribe yet? Go subscribe and press the notification button so that when I go live, you can hang out with me. We can have this bigger conversation about how to improve your music production. All right? My love.
She was a hardcore bitch and she knew it. And her mouth was like a gun, so she blew it. She had her colors on, repping her set. Eyes twisted while she's rolling her neck. She gon' catch a body tonight if you get caught in her side. And she won't miss, hit your heart when she get pissed. Everybody know that she that bitch. Don't mess around with it. Yeah. Girl is like the Bloods and the Crips, angels and devils, all in one. Ooh, yeah.